guess that's what you call elevation. Well then, this time tomorrow, please pick me up again. Hey, cause I think we got a little situation. Yeah, I'm trying to be calm, but I can't pretend. Nah, $1 million bills won't fool me. There's no secret lace as fine as you. No bigger thrill than what you do to me. Say, yes please, what you need. Oh, I love it when you take me on your ride. And I love it.
Hey, come what I look what I done. The mile run in my stride ride. I think what I's funds, killer rhymes run up on them. Get you done, float up on fun. On the microphone, I'm having it. Wrong with sons of politicians. Hey,
Where the hell are you? In the closet?
Yes, yeah, I'm in the anus studio. I'm gonna be completely transparent. Like, I don't think that this is gonna sound really irresponsible of me, but like I think it's related to the fact that I got very little sleep. Like I slept for 3 hours. And I think I'm having like a migraine type situation.
Okay.
I cannot look at light. And I've thrown up 3 times this morning.
Oh.
So
It seems like you guys had a big night out last night.
It wasn't even. It was seriously just like I got like 3 hours of sleep, and then that on top of travel. Like I always get a migraine when I travel. Oh my god, I do look bald right now.
No, you look great.
Thanks. I just want to say like this is not going to be my best.
And that's
bald.
okay. We'll keep it short so we don't have to torture you. I know how that feels. There's nothing worse, I think, than throwing up and having to go into the office.
Yeah, it's like the toilets here are not like my first choice on where I'd like to throw up, but
so break down for me the vibes of the night. Was it just beach house people? Was it the whole squad? What was the deal?
it was all of Beach House except for Una and Bree. And then it was we had a celebrity guest appearance from Glennie Balls.
Wow.
It was Eddie was there for a little bit.
Any OnlyFans models?
No OnlyFans models arrived.
Okay.
But who else? Eddie was there. Spider was there.
Kelly?
Yep, Keegs was there.
Okay.
She was She's always a great time.
So when I was walking past, there's the usual ragtag group of boys in the corner over there, Jack Mack and Cody and Robbie and all them. They were saying to me that you have a video of Kadik that was deleted.
Yeah. So I just saw Katie. She asked me about it. I didn't know it was something about the table sauce. There is a video that like I never put out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but whatever. But like we gotta like wait for certain contracts to be signed.
Got it.
So that it's not like a issue with like yeah.
Okay.
And then also like just some stuff was said that was just like I don't want to put that out. I don't want to be responsible for that. But
okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down for sure.
Not that it was bad, just like there's a workplace like stuff that
were you guys talking shit?
No, not talking shit. Just like until it's considered reality TV versus hanging out with coworkers, then we'll release the tapes.
Okay, I totally got it. Picking up what you're putting down for sure. So
you look cutie today, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Well, I woke up this morning. I was like, yay, Fishbowl. Like, I'm going to put on a good outfit and like do my hair. And then everyone was like, oh, I'm not here. And I was like, well, I'm like mid straightening my hair. So we're doing Fishbowl. Okay.
Okay. And I woke up this morning like being like, wow, I would really be in the mood to bowl. And then and I am in the mood to bowl, but then I just feel bad that I went downhill. But
I've also just been really wanting to chat it up with someone because I've been sitting by myself all day and I'm really, really bored, to be honest.
Oh yeah, wait, you just recovered from sickness, right?
I did. I'm feeling like pretty much 100% better, but since everyone's in Chicago, like it's like me and Marty, Hubs, and Nate, so it's just kind of like the big four.
The big four. Yeah.
Just chilling,
And
so I miss yapping it up.
I hate to admit it. This is my first time in the Chicago office.
Uh-oh. You
It's
love
pretty
it.
cool.
Fuck!
No, I just no. I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm New York till the day I die.
Mm.
That being said,
No.
popcorn machine, ice cream machine, something that I wish that we had.
Yeah. I will say the popcorn machine didn't get me. The ice cream machine really got me because I do
Yeah.
love a sweet treat like that. And the basketball court, obviously, because I like to ball it up. But, like,
Queen.
it's just more, it feels less corporate, obviously, because it's just like a building in and of itself. So it feels more like you're in a TV show almost, if that makes sense.
It does. Yeah. It feels kind of like Yeah, I also keep getting lost. Like it's I can't really figure out my way like around this thing.
It took me a couple tries to figure out where the women's bathrooms are.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get upstairs for like a whole day, and so I just kind of like hung downstairs. I've been definitely pacing. Like people kind of like I sorry to anybody.
So what brought you out there for are you helping with the dozen?
Kevin and Fights are in the dozen, and then we had to record KFC Radio.
Got it. Okay.
And
That makes
also,
sense.
I'm just the backbone of the company. Like they have to send their best.
Right. It's like if we don't send Jackie, then what's the point of even doing the show?
What's the point of even doing the show? And then I offered to like help with the dozen and other stuff, but like people don't really want my production help because I'm not like the best producer. So I'll always be like, hey, just by the way, like I'm your girl if you need anything. And they're like, we're
good.
fine. So yeah.
So did you
and-
try the ice cream?
No, I've not yet tried the ice cream,
Mm.
but I have been they have like Uncrustables here that I've been kind of housing. And I feel like that they keep saying like they kind of all, are big Uncrustable fans here. And that's something that I feel like we could easily incorporate in the New York office.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like we could get an ice cream machine.
We could easily get an ice cream machine and like a
But
popcorn machine.
We don't
too.
have the cream team the way that they have the cream team. Like, I feel like we would need two guys dedicated because if I'm not mistaken, an ice cream machine is kind of like not dangerous, but it could go wrong very easily. I think that's why they have these two guys on the team.
In what sense?
Like, I don't, maybe the chat knows. Chat, if you guys know, let me know if it's like dangerous to use a ice cream machine because I think like with like there's like not gas, but like the technician of it all. I don't know if I'm just pulling that out of my ass.
Can you explain to me the cream team? I kept calling them the cream boys, and then people were kind of like, "What are you talking about? Who are the cream boys?" It sounds like some kind of porno.
The cream
They-
boys.
Yeah, the cream boys.
I
But
lo-
can you explain the cream team?
Listeria is what they're saying. Listeria. If it isn't cleaned right, you can get listeria. Which I don't even know what that is. Let me look it up. Listeria.
What's that scene I'm thinking of where like the soft serve machine like won't stop and it's overflowing and then
Oh, is
Demi
that?
Lovato?
Yes. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Was that Sunny with a Chance? I don't remember. And it
No,
looked
it's not-
so good.
I think it's Princess Protection Program.
I think you're right. Oh my God. I think you're so right. That frozen
You're right.
yogurt looked so good.
Yeah, I know. But that was dangerous.
Right. Okay. So this is
Wow.
also like the same thing. It's kind of like food poisoning. It looks like fever, muscle aches, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Really bad for pregnant women, the elderly, and newborns, and people with weakened
Wait.
immune systems.
Maybe that's what I have right now. Maybe that's why I've been throwing up.
Damn, the fucking cream team has a fucking hard thing to carry with them. Like that's if
Wow.
listeria breaks out at the Chicago office, that's on the cream team.
That's on the cream team. Give the cream team a raise.
Yes.
Kind of like how anesthesiologists get paid like so much.
That's a good point. And they were also, I don't know if you saw it, well, obviously you know that Dave's there, but Dave was requesting sugar cones and they didn't have any for him.
Oh yeah. I also want to say your boyfriend. I forgot to like say hi to him, and I said kind of hi to him, like, but he didn't really hear it, and
Oh.
then I wasn't really sure if he heard it, so then I didn't say hi to him the next time I saw him,
Ooh.
and then now it's too late because now we've like seen each other like multiple
Yeah.
times. it just so if he was like Jackie was rude.
He actually texted me and he was like, I've never met a bigger bitch in my life than Jackie. Like, she's such a cunt. I can't believe this. I was like, TJ, like, relax. Like, she probably just didn't
Yeah.
see you.
I don't blame him, but like do tell him that I did say hi.
I
and
will.
that- you know what? Maybe I.
Wait,
can
I'm so
actually-
dead that you're telling me to tell him to say hi. Meanwhile, you're literally there
know,
with
I'm
him.
But it's too awkward. It's like now we've gotten past the point of like
Right.
being able to talk to each other.
I
this
can
trip.
mend the gap for you guys.
Yeah, I think honestly, like we just have to take the L for this trip. Like we'll get him back the next time, but for right now, like just tell TJ I'm sorry, and let's call it quits.
Okay. And there's also something I wanted to ask you a little bit about the Barstool Beach House. I guess we'll have to see the drama unfold, but Kelly and I were talking about it, and seems like you and Danny Conrad have a little bit of a spark.
I already knew that this was coming as soon as you said that. I this is my first time like meeting Danny Conrad, and he's lovely. Like I feel like we have become fast friends.
What's your first impressions?
What?
What are your first impressions?
Like he's a great time. He's a easy guy to talk to and to hang around. Well, you know, we'll see if it's more than a friendship on
Ooh.
house.
I think
But,
if I had to pair you up with anyone in that group, it would be Danny. I feel like you guys are funny, you know, easygoing, very chill, dress well. Similar vibes.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really apply because he's Chicago office, but I just feel like I'm too awkward to ever date a coworker where like the beginning stages I always thought like if I were to like have a drunken hookup with a coworker and then I had to go to work the next day and face them, I would kill myself. Like my social anxiety would not like that at all, and I just feel like it's so much easier to hook up with somebody.
If anything, though, it makes work like 10 times more fun.
That's true. Yeah,
Because like you're nervous to go in and like you're like, oh my God, like everyone's talking about it. And like you're like, are we gonna make eye contact? Like, is he gonna say hi to me? Like it's fun.
Okay, that is kind of fun. But did you ever feel like, oh, I don't feel like facing this right now?
Oh, for sure. I mean, also just like the general public's opinion, because like they know me and they know him, so it's like now we're getting it double from like both from like all the trolls and stuff. But like yeah, it's definitely like worrying about your like responsibilities at work and like how it's going to affect like maybe like your work reputation almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we're not going to see you as the same professional Gia. But like that's the thing with Barstool is like, but like nobody's like professional.
No, totally not. But I it's more like it's like, oh, like I don't know. I totally get what you mean. I don't know how to describe it into words, but it definitely is an overwhelming thought because you can't avoid it. It's a work person, so you can't avoid it at work. If anything, you have to face it head on.
Because you guys started when he was still in the New York office, right?
Yes, but we didn't hook up until he was in Chicago, so that made it a lot easier.
Okay, that does make it a little bit easier.
But
well, I think I, for one, am a huge fan of you guys, even though that's technically my like nemesis right now, or we're going through a weird thing right now.
Enemies, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or no, the friend of my enemy. I don't know, but I feel like you guys will mend your beef for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
Wait, continue about Danny, please. I was watching the videos. I was seeing you guys sitting next to each other during the trivia matches. Was that like, did you guys like sit next to each other on purpose, or like was it just so happened that there was an empty seat? Was he saving you a seat?
I guess technically like it was more just like upstairs. I guess technically we like I don't know how it came about.
Because it seemed like, from what I saw on social media, it seemed like you and him were chatting it up upstairs. He posted that really funny, like, tweet that was like, does anyone hear wedding bells or something like that? And then the next thing I knew, you guys were sitting next to each other during the trivia, and then the next day, sitting next to each other again.
Yeah. Oh, was there a photo of the next day? It again? Oh,
Kelly sent it to me. Yeah.
Kelly sent it. Okay.
Let me see if
Oh,
I
got
can
it.
find it.
And here's the thing: it's like there was a video of me talking to Nicky Smokes. There was a video of me talking to Dante. Like I
Yeah.
can't look at a man without. Oh wow.
There they are together. But it's
Yeah.
like just Jackie, and she just said lovebirds, and I said, "Oh, they like each other." Hee 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 hee.
No. It's seriously. Oh my
No,
God,
that is the unfortunate thing, because from obviously since this cast got announced up until the start of the show, you are going to be linked with every single one of those men.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I the I respect the game, but I can't. There's been photos of me with everybody on this cast so far.
The one with you and Dante, I was like, okay, this poor girl, she's getting thrown left and right. First it's Nikki, now it's Danny, then it was Kadik, and now it's Dante.
Yeah, I did have lovely conversations with Dante, but
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. They're all great guys.
How do you feel about people shipping you with Kadik? Because we did have a lot of, or at least 2 presentations on Tuesday with you and Kadik, one of you getting married.
I saw that. First of all, I goddamn loved those presentations. That was sorry I didn't tune in at the time.
You were busy. You were busy flirting it up.
Yeah, I'm literally like I'm flirting it up over here. So but I loved them. I thought it was funny that the Kadik came up twice.
Right. Do
and
you feel okay with that shipping? Do you not support it? How do you feel about that?
I support whatever. Like I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Right, like you'll take the publicity as is,
Exactly. And Kadik and I looked like when we had those 2 kids, like we looked like a really happy, lovely couple, a happy family.
That presentation, I was like, wow. If this is really all it takes for me to think that a couple would work, then damn, because they look like they make a beautiful couple. Except after last night, once I saw that video of him with his pants off, I said, I don't know if this guy is the man for Jackie.
Yeah. I don't know.
So can you explain why his pants were off at the bar?
So there wasn't really an explanation except for the fact that he just kind of looked down and his pants were around his ankles.
Oh.
And he was
maybe he wasn't wearing a belt?
Yeah, I think he was wearing a belt, but it just didn't. I think it just didn't really. It wasn't really working.
I was dying at Kelly being like, "Put your pants back on."
Yeah,
she has no time. I feel like Kadik is. She doesn't like a large, boisterous man, like a large, sweaty, boisterous man. So I feel like her and Kadik might have butt heads. Did they butt heads?
No, there was no actual butting of heads between them. But there was a moment where I thought that him and Nicky Smokes were gonna butt heads.
Oh,
I don't know. Like
elaborate.
Maybe I was reading into that. I don't really remember. I was more like it wasn't like a blackout. It was just like I came in the middle of this conversation from the bathroom, so I don't really know what was happening. But I just remember kind of being like, that was a little hostile. And again, normally this is something like this is a thought that I would keep in and not whatever. But like for the benefit of the Barstool Beach House, I'm gonna say like there might be beginnings of beef there. I don't really know.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't really know.
I guess I could see that because, to me, Katie kind of gives, based off what he said, I've been following this very closely. Based off what he said about, like, he wants to be, like, the chill guy that's making breakfast and bringing the beer, bringing the vibes. And I feel like Nikki maybe is going to take on that role of, maybe, like, the instigator / gossip spreader, someone that's taking more of, like, a drama role. So I could see how that would collide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also possible because my theory is, and I feel like I keep saying this, but I think it could be one of those things where, when like you say you're like, I'm only gonna have like 1 or 2 drinks tonight, and then it ends up being the worst blackout you've ever had.
Right.
My theory was that Kadik, that was going to be a situation where like Kadik was like, I'm not going to cause any drama, and then he's going to be the one who causes the most drama.
Okay.
Trips with my friends, I'm always like, oh, like so and so's gonna cause drama again, and then it always
It
ends
is
up
kind of always
being,
the
like,
person you
me.
least expect. And that is so true.
Exactly.
I feel like that's been a common occurrence that you guys have been talking about, like the fact that, you're right now you are coworkers, you're in the office together, you're not exactly gonna be stirring up the pot, stirring up the drama. But then once the cameras come on and the drinks start flowing, it's a whole different story for everybody, honestly.
Yeah, last night definitely gave me because I feel like we've been talking a lot. Like, is there actually gonna be drama, or is it
Mm.
just kind of like,
I
you
feel like
know?
there's definitely gonna be
So
with these cast of characters. There's no doubt in my mind.
yeah. I definitely got some confidence in that last night.
But
Just seeing like how they all act.
do,
How
do you
everyone
think
acts.
I am wrong in the sense of the fact that I think, and I don't even want to say this because like it's so typical like stereotype, but do you think the girls are gonna fight more than the guys?
I don't know. Like
Because I don't know
last.
like how you guys all like. I feel like like no one's really like close friends.
Yeah, but okay. Well, like first of
I
all,
guess you and Brie are close.
Ella and Annika though, like I really enjoy them.
Oh
Like
yeah,
since I mean I've only known them for like 2 days, but
I don't
like
really know Ella that well, but Annika's the best.
yeah, they've been like nothing but lovely, and I feel like they like we're getting along. I feel like I don't really know exactly what the consensus is. Obviously, if it's not the drama, but
I just can't see like Tommy and Kadik like going at it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know.
but I guess I
But
could see like Dante and Kadik going at it, or Dante and Nikki, or Nikki and Kadik. I guess you know what I mean. So maybe it's
yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like again, based off of last night, it felt like oh, there might be rumblings of like some male drama. I don't I don't know. I think it's too early to tell, but I definitely do think that it will organically happen.
okay.
Like what and like again, I also feel like I also think I've been kind of like myself, just like in I've been a little messy when I'm drunk. Like I could see a world in which I accidentally like put my foot in my mouth, and like nobody puts their foot in their mouth more than Jack Nichols. So if like there's one thing I can count on in life, like you give me 5 weekends,
Mm.
I don't like I could see a world. Oh shit, sorry.
You gotta be fucking.
Sorry. Nick Duraney just walked in.
Oh my
He's
god,
good.
drama.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, it's just me.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
Sorry,
Make yourself at home. Dude. I've never been this comfortable in this room. My God.
I needed a dark room.
She needed to hide away.
No, don't. This is your. You sure? Okay, sorry. I feel really bad. Thank you. Wow. I really that was nice. of
Nice
him.
guy,
I really-
Nick.
Yeah, nice guy, Nick.
That's
That was-
funny. Okay, well, very interesting. Honestly, the more that I see everyone together and the more that I see all these vibes going, the more I'm like, okay, this show is going to be good. This show's gonna have drama. Like this show's gonna bring it. And I'm very excited for you guys.
I think so. Thanks. Yeah, I think so. I hope so. I am pleasantly surprised meeting everyone in person. Like everyone's just a cool ass person.
Right.
You know.
So we're gonna continue to ship you and Danny Conrad together. Just PSA. I think
Yeah,
that's gonna
and-
be who I'm gonna like root for in the house. You and Kadik, or sorry, you and Danny Conrad, and I think I'm honestly rooting for Nicky Smokes and Annika to get back together.
I mean, last night, like again, it wasn't just airing everything out, but like you would have thought that they had never broken up. But they say, you know, like that they're like, give it 12 hours or something. This shit changes like every. Should I get a bob?
Like,
Do I look good?
honestly, maybe.
No. You know, what? On second thought, no.
I was thinking about getting a bob too, but this is like the longest my hair has ever been, and I'm kind of loving it.
I like it. You have a good like. Oh yeah, your hair is very long.
Yeah.
What's the shortest it's ever been?
Probably to like my shoulders.
No.
I've always wanted to
I
do
like
a bob though.
I like your coloring too.
Oh, thanks.
Get that.
Oh.
Did you try again?
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
If you
Anyway.
had to guess, like by the end of the summer, who do you think like won't be friends anymore? Like who do you think like they're gonna have the biggest falling out?
Good question. I mean, I could see Dante and Nicky Smokes butting heads for sure. I feel like
I could see them both be kind of being like, yo, I have this guy who can get us in this club. Like, they're going to get us bottle service. And then Dante's going to be like, no, bro, I have this guy at this club that's going to get us Jose Cuervo and Casamigos. And Nicky Smoke's like, no, I got these 10 baddies at the strip club that want to twerk in our faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Tommy Smokes is also kind of one of those guys who like
right. Tommy does love to bring the ladies around.
Yeah, exactly. And he has connections himself. So I could see a world in which he's like, no, guys, like I have these baddies, whatever. And Bree's like, hey, I have my celebrity friends over here, so I'm gonna go off here.
Right, that is true. You guys are gonna have to low key deal with a lot of like I don't want to say annoying people, but like people at the bar and the outside and Jersey, everybody knows who you guys are. Like everybody knows Barstool in Jersey, especially down the shore, and everybody knows Bree at least. Like, so I feel like it's gonna be a madhouse for you guys.
That's what like I think Nicky was saying. Like it will just be. Oh, speaking of the devil.
Oh.
Do you have anything to say?
What's up, Gia?
Hey, Nicky, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're talking about you and Dante potentially butting heads. Do you think that'll happen?
Why?
Wait, she just said if anybody like were to butt heads, who do you think it would be?
And you came up with me and Dante?
Well, just because I was saying like maybe you would be like, I got 10 bitches at the club, like and like Jose Cuervo, and then Dante would be like, no, I got a promoter at this club and Casamigos, and then you guys are gonna fight over like what clubs you got.
Oh, I mean, I could see that.
It's not like the most PR answer. I also outed that you and Annika you would have never known that you guys broke up last night. But
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. Like when we're on good terms, it's like we never left, and then when we're not on good terms, it's
it's truly a thrill to get
It's a beautiful toxic situationship.
I do think the girls will end up butting heads more than the guys. Though.
That's what I said a little bit ago. I was like, I feel like the girls might fight more just because I feel like
You're girls.
Yeah, but also they're a little bit more confrontational. I feel like you and Dante are probably the only like confrontational men in that group.
Yeah, I'm not as confrontational as you think.
Did you and Payda almost butt heads last night?
No, not butt heads, but it was just more so like,
yeah,
you know, like let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, but no, it was we had a good time last night.
Seems like you guys did.
Yeah, I left that there, and I was like, all right, the show's gonna be all right.
Same.
This is gonna work.
Same. I don't get invited much. I was like one of those drunks where like, you know, when you're in your head, you're like, oh, I'm not even drunk right now. Like the alcohol isn't working. And then when you talk, you're just kind of slurring and like you just sound drunk. And so I was like, it wasn't my best like performance.
We also were just at some couple dive bars at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. Like we were like the only people there.
Yeah, we got kicked
like
out of
we weren't going there to kind of like burn the place to the ground. It was let's just keep
Was
going.
it kind of like a let's all get drinks and hang, see how the vibes are?
That's exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, like an icebreaker.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time Annika ever hung out. That's the first time I ever saw Annika and Ella hang out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They got along very well. It was very surprising.
That's what I was saying. Like I almost don't know. Yeah.
Like I do think the drama will naturally occur. Like just because like you're living in a house with 10 people.
Yeah.
Over time, like you're naturally gonna butt heads.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of good content's gonna come out just from like us having fun.
Maybe we'll get some beautiful new friendships.
Yeah. Or relationships.
Danny and Jackie.
She's already.
They're honestly they're a cute couple.
Do you ship them?
Ship them? Does that mean like approve?
Yeah.
No.
It's just like
like they're.
I'm all in on the Danny and
more than me and Dante.
Jackie. Yeah, way more than that. Sleeper couple, Tommy and Ella, sleeper couple.
Yeah.
Watch out for that.
Shit. Okay.
If you were to, what was your question, Gia? If two people at the end of the summer, like.
Oh yeah, if you think like two people at the end of the summer, like end on bad terms, not friends / not like relationship, whatever. Like we're not talking to each other. Who do you think that would be?
I mean, given the history, maybe Annika and Ella. But I really don't think that they're gonna butt heads like that. It wouldn't surprise me if no, but, like the guys are like I feel like they're so like mended.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know Bree
Hmm.
that well. I think that intern's gonna start some shit though. I would not be surprised if she ended up on bad terms with someone. That's my pick.
I
Her and
kind
one
of
other
agree
girl,
with
man.
that because she was starting. She kind of got herself into it by starting shit. So like,
Which I fuck with. I don't
No,
have a
for
problem with
sure.
it.
I so
But
much
if there's anyone that I think like it would honestly be a net positive for her if she left with a bad relationship with
Yeah.
someone would be her.
good point.
Yeah.
You know what sleeper couple I could see? Tommy and Bree.
That's when Tommy would just retire. Like his life would just
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if I could see Tommy and Bree more than I could see Tommy and Ella. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like Bree
honestly,
goes for more like model men. You know what I mean? Not saying that
saying
Tommy
Tommy
can't
and-
model. Not saying Tommy can't model. I'm just saying should I say more like TikTok?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I-
Like a.
That's why I think it would be a shocking couple, but
I would support it.
Yeah, exactly. And like the just the amount of stuff that happens at Barstool, nothing surprises me anymore.
Right. That's the thing. Like, you really can't say no to anyone hooking up, no to anyone being friends, no to anyone being enemies because it's a mixing pot here, and I feel like a lot of these
Mixing
people
pot?
like
You were right
don't-
on melting
pot. It's like just like it's all like just like us, but I feel like there is a sense of unpredictability with this group.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that. I had one more thought. from
Wait,
last
so
night.
people are. I'm confused. Someone said discuss Kadik's defense. LOL. Because he says something weird to Ella, I guess, and Annika tweeted it. Let me see if I can find. What is his? Twitter
Oh, I was
handle,
wondering.
Kadik?
It was something about like licking her clit. I think, I believe. But maybe that might be wrong. Can you pull up the video?
Something about what?
Yeah. Well, that might be like not.
Okay, wait. Did Annika tweet it? I'm confused about all of these people. Annika. Except, is she King Krabby Patty on?
I think that's just her TikTok. I think she's just.
I don't know. Fuck. I don't know how to find any of these people. Where's Nick Hamilton when you need him?
I know. I think that.
Oh, I found her.
Yeah.
Barstool content, baby.
Oh yeah, that's a funny idea.
Barstool baby. Me and Annika have a baby, but we don't raise it. The office raises it. That's much better.
Oh my god, Barstool baby's actually kind of hilarious.
They're saying I can't leave the confines of the office.
That's funny. But okay, I guess Kadik had himself a little bit of a night last night. So that's
Yeah, he did. I mean, he is a character. Like he's
okay. He deleted the tweet, I guess.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. Wait, so what was the text that you got?
No, someone just in the chat. Someone said discuss Kadik's defense on the yak. He basically doubled down on the yak. He talked about tickle my tongue. Okay, so that's what he said to Ella, right? He said, "I want you to tickle your clit on my tongue."
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know if that was like released or whatever, but yeah, it was something along those lines. I don't know what the context
So
was.
maybe
Again,
that's why Nicky said, "Hey, let's go have a chat for a sec."
Yep, that was exactly what I was saying. It was something he was like, oh.
Okay, so I think Kadik might be the wild card here.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that's a crazy fucking thing to say.
I think that he might just be the sleeper like drama starter or not.
I don't even know if I would say drama starter. I would more just say like he's gonna make everyone be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
great vibes though. He can drink a lot, so maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna get drunk and like say some shit, and people are gonna be like, what the hell?
yeah. Yeah.
So maybe
I
he'll be
don't
like
know.
the comedic relief / drama starter, which I kind of like Ace almost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It felt like also like last night I felt like Tommy was kind of really the voice of reason, and I feel like if we're having Tommy Smokes be our voice of reason, doomed, doomed.
Yeah.
There's no way that Tommy Smokes is the brains of the operation.
Right.
Not that
Wow.
he's dumb, but just like, you know.
So I'm definitely very excited for you guys, and I feel like as the weeks go on, there's just gonna be more and more people to talk about, more and more more and more drama to discuss.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited about that. It has so is anything going on in the Barstool office right now? No, the New York.
Honestly, no. There's literally no one here. Just chilling. I was talking to the boys, chatting it up with the social guys. I like that crew over there. Jack, Mac, Cody, Robbie,
It is
Meek Phil.
the people don't give Jack Mack enough credit for like the culture that he like the around him. There's always fun conversations happening. He
Yeah.
kind of like brings the vibes.
He
to the
definitely brings the vibes. I feel like he's also like a conversation starter. Like he likes to like talk about topics. He likes to like talk about what's going on in the world and pop culture, whatever. So he gets everybody chatting. He gets everybody's opinions, and then it starts to get rowdy.
Yeah, exactly. And he's good at like he that's also like he was people forget he was my first friend at Barstool.
Oh,
And he's good at like initiating all the new
Totally.
interns and like making everyone comfortable.
he's very easy to talk to.
very easy to talk to.
I will say they do give Sam Martin a very, very hard time.
About what?
Just, about his life, his look, his clothes. Every time he walks by, it's something new. Today he walked by, they said the hat that you're wearing is a hat for girls.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Sorry. I should not have been in this room.
What happened? Who was that?
It was fights because he's leaving and I technically like could go. Whatever.
Oh.
Whatever. Continue though. No, not now. No, sorry, not now. I meant like
No, I mean,
leaving. It's not important.
Okay.
At all. Okay, continue. Sorry. Wait, are they giving Sam Martin shit?
yeah, so he walked in today, he's wearing a long sleeve hat long sleeve shirt and a white Boston Red Sox hat with a red B. He walks by, they go, "You're dressed like it's the winter time, blah, blah, blah." And then they go, "And that hat is for women. Women only wear white Red Sox hats." And then Cody was like, "Oh, I wore that hat when I was a baby."
I feel like he takes it well though, where
He
it's
does.
like he's one of those people that's fun to shit on, and that's just like that's the price he has to pay for being a good time, It's
Right.
like you're gonna have to take that.
He's
kinda
a
shit.
very hard worker as well, I will say.
Yeah. He makes good clips too. Wow, we're just kind of gassing up like
I
all
know,
of
we
them.
kind of are gassing up everybody. Who can we talk
Who's
shit
your favorite
about?
coworker? Do you have a favorite coworker?
Well, it used to be Madeline, obviously, when she worked in the New York office.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I guess like the easy answer is Kelly, right? Because like she's
Yeah.
like my go-to gal in the office, like whenever I talk about stuff.
Wait, so
But-
do you don't have to talk about it. Do you have any updates on like or how are you feeling also about Taylor Watch and everything?
Feeling a lot better than I was before about it. I feel like hopefully at a certain point Dave and I can talk about pivoting the Taylor Watch into something else. Because we have those we had the Instagram and the TikTok. TikTok has like 100,000+. Instagram has like 80K. So I feel like it would be, and it's a very active account too. Like people are very active on it. So I just feel like it would be sad for me to have grown those accounts and then just nothing comes out of it. And I do feel like at a certain point I can't just sit on my ass. I want to do a show again at some point. Like I miss talking and just getting my opinions out there and hearing the feedback from people and all that stuff. So I do feel like at a certain point I am going to have to do something. So I'm just hoping that I can get back in Dave's good graces. I can prove that, you know, I won't cause him any headaches or any stress. Maybe, you know, we just only post clips from the show or something like that, and we go from there. But I'm gonna make this is all like in my brain. Like he has no idea that I've been thinking this in my brain. But hopefully after break, I'll try to talk to him and see what he thinks.
Yeah. I think like you're so like there's so many. I mean, you spent so much time building that. Like it makes me so sad that how much like you put into that.
Well,
but, like,
for sure, you would think something that I took so much time to build, I would take the time to fucking think before I post. So it's definitely like a two-way street. Like I as much as I am like, oh, like this feels unfair, it isn't. So I just try to have to. That's why I feel like if we can come to some sort of agreement where like there's these like rules or whatever, I don't know. I'll just.
Yeah, no, good. I feel like you have like a good head on your shoulders about it, where it's like, again, you're not like, do not like being like, oh, like this is so unfair, like whatever. But
right, yeah.
I don't feel like it's a benefit for the company. Like that's a lot of followers. Like
yeah,
you know.
And I will say like, it's not exactly, you know, they're gonna be the next Call Her Daddy, but it's has a strong following, and and I feel like the community is very strong, and people still like message me. I'm sure they message Kelly too and DM us and stuff, and people still call the number and text the number, and they're like, when are you guys coming back, whatever.
Oh.
So people are still interested in us coming back and doing something, which is nice. I just hope that like the hype doesn't die down after break, but I feel like after break is kind of when like things start to slow down at the office a little bit, so like it won't be as chaotic.
Yeah. Is it nice to kind of like get your flowers a little bit and like feel like see kind of, you know, the impact that you have on people or whatever? Not to put
No, for sure. I mean, like,
that's like a good silver lining.
I was shocked by how many people were texting me or like DMing me and you know, reaching out and commenting and all this stuff. It definitely made me feel good, like for sure. It made me feel like important, I guess you could say. Not important, but like that people cared about me and Kelly and like what we were saying. But if anything, it kind of also like made me more sad because I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe I fucked this up. Like,
yeah,
we had such a good thing going, and I just was careless. So it's just, that was what's frustrating, but it definitely made me feel cool for sure. And like people were like coming up to me like last weekend the weekend that it happened in the city and being like, I'm sorry about Taylor Watch, whatever. So it was nice to know that there's like real life people out there too.
Yeah. That I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I always think about this like when I have like friends who do like really important stuff like doctor and like are actually like saving the world. I'm like, I'm feeling so bad that I'm just like, I edit like a podcast that makes like dick jokes and
Are you
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me. I feel that so hard. Like all my friends, I mean, you're probably in the same boat as me, but literally all my friends like work in business, and like one of my friends is like a nurse, and she's like, oh, like I have to take care of all these patients. I'm like, fuck, like I need to be contributing more to society.
Yeah, but then like every once in a while, like somebody will come up and be like, it got me through so much depression. You really like whatever, like talk about Kevin and John. And like that was why I started listening, because like I was just so anxious that like I needed some kind of consistency, and like just I would throw it on whenever I was anxious, and it was just.
So is that how you found Barstool? Is from KFC Radio?
Yeah. I like listen to them first, and then I just like DM'd the accounts. And
I feel like KFC Radio, like Loki, has a bigger female audience than people think.
Yeah, I think it's like 60-40, honestly. I'm not entirely sure.
That's
but,
pretty impressive for, obviously, like you're kind of like I would say like a co-host / third mic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like for a long time, it was just Kevin in fights, right? So I feel like it's kind of hard to attract women when it's two men doing a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're you know, there's kind of like
Fights is in
girly.
touch with his feminine side for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're so girly pop that like I think women who listen to it and yeah, I feel like it's like a gateway drug for girls into Barstool, figuring out like Barstool without actually like having to know sports.
Right.
Taking all that stuff.
Right. So what's on the you go.
Well, with Taylor Watch, was that like 100% girls?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was, I would say, like, maybe 90-10, like, barely. And if there were guys, they were more likely to be gay than straight. But I gays, theys, girls, guys, anyone loves Taylor. But, yeah, I would say majority of them were actually, like, older women.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Like, mothers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, a lot of times when we would, like, on our Thursday episodes, we used to do, like, voicemails and DMs. And a majority of the voicemails we would get would be like, I'm a mom of 3 and like blah, blah, blah. And I was shocked that moms can tolerate listening to me talk.
Do you talk about like your personal life and everything on it?
Sometimes we don't like dive too deep into personal stuff, but like we'll talk about it every once in a while. But I just feel like the way that I talk and the stuff that we talk about is very not young, but it's very like, 25 to 30-ish, or 18 to 30, whatever. So I have a hard time thinking about like my mom listening to like Taylor Watch and being like, yeah, these girls, like they're smart. They get it. You know what I mean? Like,
but you're not like brain rot talk. Like, for example, I say like way too much. And I'm sure for a 40-year-old, that would be just mind numbing to listen to. I could see that, but like, you're not being like, no cap, like, you are very well spoken. I could see, and like Keeks, you guys have like a mature vibe about you. I could see,
Kelly definitely brings the maturity side that sometimes I can lack.
I just love Kelly Keeks. I was just like thinking, like looking last night when she was talking, I was just like, you're just the best.
She's just the best. Like,
the best.
I feel like she is low key, like, one of the backbones of the New York, let alone the office, but definitely the New York office. Like, everybody wants to talk to her. She's always in the mix. She's always like, getting involved with stuff. People always want her on their shows. They want her in Out of Order. She's a good actress. Yeah. She just, I feel like, she plays a very vital role in the New York office.
Yeah, and like I feel like you two are good at this. Like, if there wasn't, I don't really like confrontation. I feel like a lot of the other girls are kind of like mind their own business. But like, if there weren't like you and Kelly like being good with confrontation, like I don't know if girls would get in the mix at Barstool. Like it's good that you guys have like are kind of like, sorry, you guys have to like take the shit for us, but like if not, like it's good that we have girls in the mix.
Right. Yes, I get what you're saying for sure. And yeah, I feel like I've learned that from her, honestly, like not letting people step on you and, sticking up for yourself. And I feel like she also does a really good job of like sticking up for herself and for other people, like in the office too. Like whenever like people are, taking sides or there's an argument going on in the office, she's always gonna stick to her guns.
Yeah. And she's like well informed, or like she's very well spoken about it, where it's like she could say whatever and I'm like, yeah, that's a really good point.
No, for sure. Half the time where she like makes a point, I'm like, yep, I completely agree. And that's all I'm basing it off of is the fact that you just said it. But she definitely gives, like, older sister vibes, like, the cool girl that, like, everybody wants to be friends with.
Yeah, she's nice to everybody. Wow, we're seriously being so nice. We're giving everyone their flowers.
I know. Is there something we could be mean about?
Also, do you want to, I'm realizing there was the poll on.
Oh. Wait, before you revealed the results of the poll, because we're going to need to get ready. We're going to need to get hyped up for this poll. We're going to need some Stella Blue. The weather is heating up, so stay cool with Stella Blue Cold Brew. Whether you love a bold, dark roast, indulgent flavors, or our newest variety, Miss Peaches 100% Colombian, we've got a cold brew for everyone. Better, fresher cold brew at home in just 3 easy steps. Steep, refrigerate, and enjoy. And the best part, every purchase helps homeless pets find their forever homes. So grab Miss Peaches or any of our other cold brew varieties now at Amazon or StellaBlueCoffee.com, where you can use promo code Fishbowl for 20% off orders of $25 or more. Use promo code Fishbowl for 20% off orders of $25 or more at Amazon or at StellaBlueCoffee.com. Sip with purpose all summer long.
I just had one of those Stella Blue energy bars.
Ooh, how was it?
Damn good.
Was that the chocolate one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I threw it up, so like now it's no longer in my system. No, because of
well,
the
how would you rate
migraine.
it on us when throwing it up? Like, how did it taste throwing it up? Was it still good?
I'm not even kidding. I also had some chocolate M&Ms. Sorry. Okay. I also had some chocolate M&Ms, so I was tasting those as it was coming back up too. So it was part mix of the Stella. This is probably not a good ad for a Stella Blue ad, but it seriously tasted really good.
No, I feel like that says a lot about a food is how you throw it up. If it tastes good on the way in and on the way out, that's quality cuisine.
What's your favorite food to throw back up, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this counts as food. It's probably a cop out, but like a slushy or an icy feels so good.
Oh, that would feel like really soothing
great.
almost.
One
time my friend ate chicken nuggets and he threw up just one full chicken nugget.
Oh, really? Did you not swallow?
We were like, did you not chew it?
Well, I've told this on KFC Radio. One time I was giving a guy a blowjob and it hit the back of my throat. Oh, hey Mook, you actually just walked in. Sorry. I'm sorry. I will get out of here.
Oh, hey Mook.
I was.
Wait, can you ask Mook if we're friends?
Oh yeah, are you guys friends?
Hey.
Hey Mook, are we friends?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay, I just want to make sure you don't hate me.
I don't hate you. Just a little light. I look bad in this light. Get this off me.
No, you
right
look
now.
gorgeous. You're glowing with that eagle shirt
It's like
on.
ominous. Like it is like.
It's like a.
This is kind of like I kind of am fucking with my lighting here. Sorry. Okay. Wait.
Oh, you were giving a blowjob.
Oh, I was giving a guy a blowjob and it like I have a really bad gag reflex, so like it kept like hitting the jiggly thing in the back of my throat, and then I could feel myself like kind of throwing up, and I was like, oh shit, and then all of a sudden I completely threw up, and it was like full spaghetti.
Oh my god, did it wrap around?
It's like, do you chew?
I will say, to be fair, throwing up spaghetti is like a natural phenomenon because it comes out whole.
Yes, exactly. No, it was like really crazy. It's also not even like spaghetti is not something that I like if I'm gonna have pasta, I'll have like
yeah, me too.
Kind of like crazy that like the one time I did have spaghetti, I threw it back up, and it's really just like it does like kind of rat you out how big of chewing.
Yeah, but I never understood that because
are you guys recording?
We're doing the dozen now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I've already. Good luck.
Damn, you're in like the most popular room.
Yeah, I know. I feel really bad.
I will say, when I first like started to learn how to give blowjobs, whatever, I used to think that like if you did this, it would stop your gag reflex.
That's brilliant.
But I don't know if it actually does. I think maybe
Alex Cooper. Wait.
I don't know if maybe I just like Pavlov dogged myself into thinking that when I do this, my gag reflex doesn't work, but like it worked.
Okay, because I'm seriously like when I like blow somebody, I have such bad gag reflex, so I have to like really be strategic about whatever. I will try that. That seriously will change my life if that works.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a scientific thing, but I think I saw it like I don't know, probably on like Vine or something, and I was like, perfect.
I'll let you know on that. Thanks for that little tip. Anyway, why was I talking about that? Because I threw up the bar.
Right, yeah.
real quick, also, Una said, tell Nikki I'm going to be on wonderful terms with everyone the whole time. So,
Okay.
and based on my experience with Una, she's lovely.
She
And
does.
I think-
I can't catch her vibe just yet. Like, I can catch her vibe as like a person. I feel like she has a very good vibe for sure. I can't
Yeah.
catch her like going out party and vibe. You know.
I've never seen her drunk, so I don't know. Like, it could be a different, but
And you
some
never
of
know.
her-
Like some of these, like I know some people in my life that are two complete different people when they're drunk. Like I
Yeah.
know this guy, he's the nicest guy on planet Earth, like so respectful, so funny, so sweet. When he gets blacked out, he is a nightmare to society, like, and scary. Like to the fact where it's like you should like not even be drinking. So who knows? Maybe someone has like a secret dark side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's like it's a house of 10 people, but really it's a house of 20 people because of everyone's personalities.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay,
Yeah,
wait, I
exactly.
kind of love that. That would be a good edit, like you and then you drunk, and then like Danny and then Danny drunk, and then like Bree and then Bree drunk, and it's like Barstool Beach House.
Yeah, exactly. It's like who
You
comes
never know
out.
who you're gonna get.
Yeah. It was kind of a bar what I just said about there's 10 people in the house, but really there's 20.
No, that's like that should be like the catchphrase of the
Yeah.
house.
I'm going to work on getting that
Yeah, you need to
kind of
workshop that for sure.
catchphrase or something. Okay, so the photo shoot
Mm.
results for our so how are we doing this? We're
I'm gonna be so completely honest. When this whole thing was getting laid out last week, I was so sick that I couldn't even pay attention to what was being said. And Tuesday, I was just confused. I thought that we were all ranking our top 3 and then like coming to a general consensus of who we think is the top 3. Or are we all picking our individual top 3s? I couldn't decide, or I couldn't get the.
yeah. Okay, so Nick
But I'm
had
curious
made-
to who your top. I guess who were your personal top 3s?
Okay, so here's what happened. Was Nick also told me to post a poll
Mm.
because he didn't get a chance to. And I thought that you guys had come up with the top 3 already, and I thought it was supposed to be the winner of the top 3, but now I'm realizing that he probably meant picking the top 3.
Mm.
So I went ahead and then I was asking
So ipso facto, you kind of picked the top 3.
I kind of picked the top 3.
Okay.
Based off of like what it sounded like your guys' reactions and the ones that I liked the most.
Mm.
But like there was other ones that I like I really was having a hard time choosing. So this is more so like my thoughts, but also taking into consideration what I thought you guys liked the most and what seemed like the chat liked the most.
Okay. Well, I saw the. Oops! I just opened the live by accident. I saw the 3. It was Mac, Cole, and Sarah. I can't
Yes.
see because every time I click, I go on the live. I can't see the poll. It just opens up the live.
Yes, and I'm not entirely sure if that is who would your top 3 be?
From what I recall, I was having a tough time deciding between Mac and Cole. I liked Melissa's because I really liked the storyline of you and Kate's beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
I really liked Sarah's because she had like actual very good ideas. I loved the 101 men shoot. I thought that was
Yeah.
genius. And
I love that.
then
And it-
Cole and Mac had the humor factor. So
I
I
was
was like,
equally-
fuck, I feel like I don't want to just go based off funny because like not everyone can be super funny. Some people can be creative, some people can be whatever. So I think I'm going Cole, Sarah, Melissa. Because I think I laughed harder at Cole's than I did with Max.
Okay. Interesting.
But you went Mac, Sarah, Cole.
Yeah, but
And
but
I
that's-
would take that. I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting because well, I'll just say it, but Mac won the poll. 52%, Sarah 31%, Cole 17%. But I also really like Melissa's, and I debated putting that in the top 3. I also personally like I mean I'm obviously biased because I work with Una, but like her
No, the calendar idea was great.
And her photoshopping skills. Like, I thought it was like aesthetically pleasing.
And I
like
feel like we like we were saying that on Tuesday, we should do a Fishbowl calendar
absolutely.
and like be
Absolutely.
sexy.
Sexy?
Yeah, of course.
And I think that we should all have our sexy photo shoots.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, are we going down the line of like a different contest for each person? Like, first we did Caroline, then we did you.
Mhm.
So I get like
What-
next week,
what
are we
would-
gonna do like smelly and then, you know what I mean?
What would your thing be?
I don't know. Maybe like something with anchovy, like something with about my cat. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
though. Like, does that like?
Didn't you want? Was it you that wanted your cat's like not palm read, but
Oh yeah. Like the mind reader, like the psychic, the pet psychic,
maybe it's like everyone kind of
acts as a pet psychic for anchovy.
and just like feel that like they'll meet anchovy and like kind of suss her out. Oh wait, him
Her.
suss her out and like I don't know if any of them are
I
actually
could.
like
You know what? That's actually a good idea. We could do like our prediction, like my career future prediction through anchovy's mind.
love that.
You know what I mean? Because like the show is up in the air, so it's like, where do I go from here?
What does
do
Anchovy
these?
want you to
Yeah,
do?
what does anchovy want me to do according to these interns?
I like that. It's definitely a niche category.
It's definitely never been done before, never been seen.
Yeah. It's strayed away from our first idea, which was The Voice. But that being said, like I love it.
I don't have like
And personally,
I don't do
I
anything
wanna-
cool.
You definitely do.
Maybe I'll
I
have
would
them like
think
plan my.
wanting a sexy photo shoot is something cool that I do. But
Yeah.
we can, luckily we have a week we can brainstorm.
Right, and we have time. And if we can't think of anything for me, then we have two other girls that can go first. Like, I feel like maybe with like Movie and Smelly, we could do like, you know, what would be funny? We could have like the interns play lacrosse against each other,
Oh, I do like
on a
that.
field, and like have like two teams of 5 or something, because there's 10 of them or something, and then just have them play, and whoever first of 3 goals wins.
Yeah. That's easy, and that's a lot more straightforward than reading Anchovy's palm to figure out what your career. They're probably like, guys, we have work to do.
They're like, fuck, I'm allergic to cats. Like, how am I supposed to? And I think this also would require me bringing Anchovy into the office, which I think would be a nightmare logistically.
I would personally like to meet Anchovy, so I would not mind that. I am allergic to cats. That's
I will say, my best friend, she's also allergic, but like every time she comes over, she like never feels
Really?
sick. So I don't know if maybe Anchovy's just special.
yeah,
She
built
probably
different.
is. She just,
definitely is.
yeah, she just like never sneezes or anything, and so I don't know if she's just important, but yeah, I guess we'll have to figure it out.
This is gonna sound kind of like it's shade to Anchovy like back to back like this, but it's not. It's just like separate. I think that Paige Sorbo's cat might be the prettiest cat I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Honestly, she's very cute. Daphne, she's very fucking cute.
Yes.
Do you know the
definitely.
cat, Junie?
No.
There's this girl on TikTok. Her TikTok name is like Concrete Crotch Kiss or something like that. And she has the cutest cat in the world, and the cat looks exactly like Daphne. They're the same. It's these ragdoll cats.
Oh.
And
Is it called?
you pick it up and it just instantly falls asleep, and like it's just like this little ball of fur that's so cute and like just so cute and fluffy.
Oh,
But those cats are like $5,000 or like $3,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much does a dog cost?
Depends on the dog. Depends on it's like if you want like a purebred dog, like say you want like a purebred lab puppy,
Yeah.
$2,500, $3,000, I would assume. But if you want to go adopt a dog at the shelter, it's like $150.
Yeah.
Anchovy
Yeah.
was $50.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was on sale.
Oh my god. Wait. You can do sales for cats?
Yeah, they were having a sale. Like cats that are between 6 months to a year were like 30% off.
They have like a BOGO on them.
I was like, hell yeah, I'll take them all. It's
That's
kind of
crazy.
smart though, because when I walked in there, they were like, oh yeah, kittens are like, I think the kittens were like 200 or something like that. They're like, but the 6 months to 1 year, they're 50. And I was like, oh, like, I'll just get a 6 months to 1 year. Like, I feel like that gives you more of an incentive, obviously, to adopt a little bit of an older cat.
Yeah.
And also, like, kittens are impossible. Like, puppies and kittens. I had to watch my sister's dog yesterday, and I just, it's a whole nother ball playing field over there with dogs.
Yeah. Wait, what's her his name
Olive.
again? Olive. Him.
Her.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 2.
Okay. Oh, so she's.
But she's like, she's new to like live in this type of life. Like she's been in and out of shelters and foster home and stuff. So she has like a pee problem where she like pees all the time.
Does she? Here, wait. I'm gonna.
Oh my
You
God.
sure? Sorry, I get so stressed out every time. Sorry.
How
this is,
many
like, my
people
first
have walked
time.
into that room? Like 10?
What? Yeah. Well, this is. I mean,
Who just walked in now?
remove.
This is like the basement office.
I'm sorry. I just needed like a dark room. Okay. Thank you. Wow, I feel really bad. But we could
We'll
wrap it
we'll
up
end this in 5 seconds.
in like a little bit. But what was I gonna say? Oh, it is Olive like PTSD.
I think so. I think if I had to, what Francesca told me, what she assumes is like, since she has this pee problem, like she thinks that maybe like whoever home she was in, like she was peeing in the house and they were like abusing her about it.
Oh,
Because like
that's
when
really
if you
sad.
like kind of like scold her, like she gets really really scared and sad.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
I know, it's so sad. She's really cute.
Brandon's like such a good person to have. Like,
And,
really
and
think about.
apparently like all black dogs like that are like really, they like are like the least adopted dogs.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
really?
because like people have bias towards like black and brown dogs. I guess people are like low key racist towards dogs the same way that they are people.
That's insane.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I will say, like, even with my Lola, like Lola's brown, she's brown and white. She's like my family dog. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Like even like people that meet her will be like, like, get that dog away
really?
from me. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
a German
you
Shepherd.
judgmental bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kinda fun.
Well, before we wrap up, I was wondering if did you follow the Karen Reed trial at all?
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's
Was it-
okay. I'm just very happy that she's free.
Okay, wait. Explain a little bit more.
I'll
Is
try to
there-
give like the general synopsis.
Mhm.
So basically, Karen Reed was dating this cop, John O'Keefe, for a very long time. John O'Keefe was in charge of taking care of his niece and nephew because like I'm pretty sure like his brother and his wife died or something like that. Somebody who was related to died. And he was in charge of taking care of their children. So Karen was basically like a stepmom to these kids.
Okay.
And, I guess, John was a cop, so he had all these connections to these other cops. They were all going out one night at a bar. This family, the Alberts, the family, the McCabe's, they went back to the Alberts' house for an after party. Karen dropped him off, was waiting for him in the car, like was calling him a bunch, didn't hear from him, got pissed, left, and came back the next morning because she hadn't heard from him. She was worried, and that's like when they found him dead. So they tried to say that it was Karen that hit him with his car, but he had no signs of being hit by a car. Like the whoever was like in charge of like knowing how someone dies, whatever, they were on the stand and they were like, we didn't test the speed of the car because he never got hit by a car. Like they could tell that he just never got hit. They think they planted evidence. So like the Alberts are a cop family. Another person who was there, Brian Higgins, he's a cop. The proctor, like the head cop, he's like involved with, like they're all connected and all know each other. The judge is connected, knows, because it's a very small town, Canton, Massachusetts. So basically, like, it wasn't proven, but the defense was basically like that this was kind of like an inside job, or a cover-up, should I say, not an inside job, a cover-up by the Alberts, the McCabe's, because like they're all cops. And apparently what people think is the youngest or the son or the cousin. He's the cousin or the nephew or something. There's so many family members. Colin Albert. He wasn't interviewed until like 18 months later because they tried to like deny that he was even in the house. And apparently he has a long line of being aggressive, starting fights. So, and apparently he was a drug dealer. So apparently John O'Keefe was in charge of like, you know, his case. And apparently, and what people think is they got into a scuffle in the house and something happened. But Colin Albert literally dressed up as like a prisoner like 2 months later in like a Halloween costume with a teardrop, which like means like, you know what a teardrop is. So it was obviously this whole thing because, you know, obviously a cop died, so it's so terrible, and you want to like find justice, but it's they were looking at the wrong people, for wrong woman, should I say.
Yeah, so
I don't know if I explained that well at all.
No, you did. I'm pretty like, is pretty much everyone on board with that she's innocent?
I would say so. I would say the people who aren't are either like just have their heads so far up their ass that they refuse to admit that they're wrong, or they maybe have like some connection to. And, you know, people, when a cop gets killed, people want justice. So I think also that has a lot to do with it. You know, people don't want this guy to get murdered and then, you know, there's no justice. Nothing comes of it. You know, if Karen Reed is innocent, then who did it? And I think that's maybe why people don't 100% believe. But, like, if you look at all of the evidence and the facts of the case, it's pretty undeniable that she is innocent.
That I feel like based off of everything I've heard, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So and then
yesterday the verdict, the jury was deliberating for like, I don't even know, longer than maybe 48 hours, like so long. And then 2 days ago they were like, we need to keep the deliberation going because we have 3 questions that we need to be answered. So people were like, oh, this is not looking good for Karen Reed. Like if this jury still has questions, they still can't come to a complete agreement. But it was proven wrong, and then yesterday they announced that she is not guilty.
Was there footage of like her getting?
Yeah, you should watch it. It's pretty
Okay.
incredible because, you know, they're all standing up there and you know, you can tell that they're trying not to celebrate too much, trying to be respectful, obviously. But, you know, they read out the first statement saying that she's not guilty of manslaughter, and then like maybe like a minute later you hear the pop in the crowd from outside, and it is wild. It sounds like Beyonce just walked out. Like the crowd went absolutely wild. It was crazy how many people were there supporting her.
Oh my god! Oh, that's good. Wait,
Yeah.
I mean, for my one jury duty, like it was like the guy was so beyond guilty, like there was not a question, but it took us like 7 hours to come to a thing because like I almost feel like it was like everyone wanted to like feel important and
For sure.
go and like, you know, like have a discussion, and like a lot of it was like talking shit that like it made me kind of realize that the jury, like, you know, when they say like the wheels of justice turn slow, like I do almost feel like the jury deliberations, like sometimes there was at one point where like he was so guilty for sure, but we almost talked ourselves out of it. Like there should be some kind of,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing. Like, you're sending someone to jail. You're sending someone to prison, whatever. Like, you don't want to like take it lightly and just be like, oh yeah, I think he's guilty, so we're gonna do that. Like, you want to like really be 100% sure. And I'm sure that there was like people in what you were dealing with that were like messing up people's storylines. And like, I think with the Karen Reed trial, like there were so many fucking people, like so many like witnesses and people to be on trial that they just couldn't get their story straight. So like, I feel like it caused a lot of confusion for maybe the jury.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Did you follow along like the whole thing?
I wouldn't say I was following super closely. I knew of it since like the incident happened and it started to get super popular. I would say I've had my eye on it for like maybe like 6 months to a year.
Okay.
But I didn't know like all of the crazy details until yesterday when I started to like really dive into it. But I knew about Karen Reed. I knew that she was like being falsely accused. Like I thought that she was being falsely accused.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, the side stories about the son, about she was like apparently texting another cop like flirtatious things, like there's some other tidbits and side stories that I didn't know about. So I suggest taking a listen because there's a documentary I think on it. I haven't watched it yet, but I suggest doing a little bit of deep dive because it's pretty interesting.
Okay. I have a lot because I'm stressed out. I have to do that and I have to catch up on Love Island and that's to catch up on Love Island.
So you haven't watched 2 nights ago?
No, I haven't watched. I've only watched like 3 episodes.
But do you know? Okay. I won't spoil it for you then because that episode.
You wanna? I actually, I was gonna say like I don't want to hold you back from getting your takes off, but I don't want it spoiled.
No, you're fine. Honestly, I don't really have much to say that I haven't said anyways, and I don't want to ruin it for you. So.
Okay.
There's nothing
okay,
really. There's honestly not that much to say, besides the fact that I think all of these Islanders are just dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
They just like don't know how to make a decision in their benefit. They only know how to make decisions that will hurt them and cause them more pain, and you will see that coming up.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say UK is getting really good too.
I mean, I've been a huge UK fan. Like,
yeah, I was UK before I was US.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I feel like a lot of people were, but now that US is getting their shine, which I'm happy that it is, but
Yeah.
the people are forgetting, like, UK walked so US could run.
Exactly. Don't forget who birthed you. Don't forget who raised you.
Yeah. Don't forget where you came from.
All right. Well, I'm about to pee my pants, and Jackie, I don't want to torture you any longer with the LED screen. I know you're hungover, and I know you got some flirting to do.
No, it's migraine. It's not.
Oh,
what?
migraine. You've got some flirting to do. You got some connections to make. You got some chats, some grafting to do. So I don't want to hold you up too long. But thanks for zooming in, and we miss you over here in New York.
Yeah, same. I miss you guys too. Thanks for having me zoom in. I gotta go.
Anytime. All right, guys, that was Fishbowl. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Bye, Jack.
Bye. See ya.
Guess that's what you call elevation. Well then, this time tomorrow, please pick me up again. Hey, cause I think we got a little situation. Yeah.